Valentine's Day week was a big thing in the Pizzaplex. It attracted visitors from all around the country, or so it was said in the ads. Truthfully, it was just a few more people coming regularly. This was because of the Valentine's Day event changes. For one, there was a lot of heart decorations set up. Different songs played in all of the attractions. Color-changing lights were said to just be permanently pink. Not to mention the animatronic redesigns. Every machine got its own event shell, with unique features. Freddy's design became more round, modeled after his original Funtime design at Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals. His orange shell was replaced with white, the red parts turned pink, and even his eyes were replaced with heart-shaped ones. Chica changed to be less punk and rock, to be more pop and cute, by getting a different head with a more feminine makeup markings, slimmer feet with pink stockings, and a white chest shell with pink heart symbols. Monty's changes were a little bit more dreaded by the machine, as his arms and chest and legs were replaced with jet black ones, with a nice suit painting on the chest piece, to make him look like a groom at a wedding. Speaking of wedding, Roxy, due to her unique online standing, was simply put in a specifically designed wedding dress, due to her unique online appearance. Boys loved it. But those were just the glamrock animatronics. Staff bots throughout the entire Pizzaplex also had quick changes attached to them, in the form of heart-shaped magnets, automatically done by themselves. This was topped off by the Pizzaplex offering, only during this time, a heart-shaped pizza, obviously, and honestly for the people who were getting sick of the hearts, they also had flower-shaped pizza. And most uniquely, a cupid-shaped cake. The cake was the reason everyone was into this. A delicious cream cake with a thin marzipan shell, soft wet bread decorated with strawberries, and even more cream. It was such a beloved food item, and the fact it was only sold once, technically twice per year, made it extra special. The second time it was sold during a year was during Halloween, though no one really knew that the pumpkin-style birthday cake was quite literally the same recipe as the Cupid cake, minus the strawberry decoration. There was, however, one person, or more, animatronic, who never really looked forward to this event. The daycare attendant. The machine had been all but forgotten by the higher-ups. A twitchy little robot, with a buggy second personality that was quite frightening to children. And up until now, he didn't have any customizations done on his chassis. And even now, he didn't. So one day, Kevin, the on-duty engineer of the Pizzaplex, decided himself to make some bootleg changes to him, to make him more Valentine-y, as the man really liked the holiday. You are sitting with your coworker Kevin in parts and services, where the machines were repaired and maintained, and modified. The man was currently typing stuff into his phone. Apparently his wife was having issues with a delivery. While you just blankly stared at the daycare attendant, who had been strapped into the maintenance table inside the protective dome. A machine that automated animatronic upgrades and shell maintenance, and some repairs. You were here to see how receptive he was to the new shell pieces. Why am I here again? You asked disinterested. Kevin looked up from his phone. What? You were a security guard, normally night shift. Brian, the day shift leader, had woken you up for this job, and you were incredibly tired. I need you here because I'm technically already off work and I'd really like to go home soon. Right. So you will have to do the testing when his new shell is applied. Don't worry, it's an easy job. He will pretty much do everything on his own. You just, need to observe, see if he needs anything. The new shell was a little more tight than the old one, making the Daycare attendant look more agile. It came with the typical jester pants, half white, half pink, and his pupils were, what else, heart-shaped. The moon mode of this outfit was the same, just the white became red, and the reds became white. Quite neat how it looked, really. The remand returned to the maintenance PC and continued typing stuff. I mean, if the arms do all the work, why do we need you? Kevin sighed. The arms are great for basic work. Detailed stuff like actual programming or adjustments on the endoskeletons. That's what I'm here for. Well, let's say they finally open Kid's Cove again. I would then be called to program its existence into everyone. Without me, they would continue ignoring it as if it were closed. And the arms, well, they cannot do that. He hit enter on the keyboard and the dome went to work, sealing the new shell onto the skeleton. These things can only do so much, no matter how much we want it. Though I also would really like to keep my job. He said after stretching in his chair and standing up. I'll turn him on and you go get him to the daycare. Got it? Got it. The man booted up the robot. The machine blinked and stared up at the arms, before holding up his right one, inspecting the new design, before rubbing his head like he was recovering from a headache. The robot made a noise of discomfort as Kevin released the dome's locks. What's wrong, buddy? Muttered Kevin once again, being busy with his phone. I feel faint. No, you don't, he mumbled. Yes, I do. I cannot walk. Someone needs to carry me. Kevin turned around and picked up his coat, throwing it over his back. Well, have fun, was all he said before rushing out the door. He sighed painfully. Kevin was a good egg, but his son was having issues in school that kept the man busy at the moment, so he understood his plight and tried to reduce it whenever possible. Maybe that's why he wanted you for this job. You approached the robot, who was still looking at his arm. So, Sonny, how do you feel? Like boogers. This arm, it doesn't look or feel like mine. Right, but you'll get used to it. Are you certain, Miss Gord? You blinked. Yes. Yes, I am. Now get up. Reluctantly, the robot got up on his feet, shrugging as if to say, there, happy now. Are you going to carry me? That now was on the table to be discussed, Sonny. Oh, great! The robot spread his arms like he was about to be declared king of the world. You simply deadpanned and just turned around and walked to the door leading to the maintenance tunnels. It took the confused robot a minute to realize you were, in fact, not going to carry him. He stopped next to you at the door. But he will come out down there. It's too dark. So? He huffed. Well, chop chop. You opened the door and walked down into the darkness. I highly advise against it, he shouted after you, but to no avail. The maintenance tunnels connected every attraction with one another. It was like a secret tunnel for employees to quickly move across the entire pizzaplex. Many staff bots called this place their home, carrying crates of ingredients and parts, and doing general janitorial duties. It was them who kept this place mold-free. You were halfway through the tunnels when you heard the noise of laughter behind you. Skittering on the ground from behind, you were approached by Moon.
Oh, hello there. Did you know that it's past your bedtime?
No, it's not. Perplexed, you once again left the robot behind.
Oh, wait. Stop. I'm the one who awoke in these dark crypts below, wearing something rather queer. Tell me, guard, why am I wearing red and white pants?
We replaced more than just your pants.
Yes, I noticed. Everything feels tight and smells new. Let me guess. Son really likes this new outfit and routine.
He didn't like it either. He lifted his right leg, wiggling his foot as he pointed at the red half of his pants.
I wonder why we look fat in red.
You blinked. Actually, the new shell is thinner. Thinner because, we're only going to be using it for a week every year now.
The entire week? I am to wear this for a week? Are you trying to torture me?
Yes. The robot placed both hands on his face.
What an embarrassment.
Come on, the kids will love it.
Oh, I don't care about those rule-breaking brats.
You chuckled amused. You're literally programmed to like them. The robot angrily hissed at you, but no longer having any smart-ass things to say, he just followed you.
I do not wish to be seen like this.
Right, and you won't, because of the lights. In a mocking tone, he repeated what you said. I thought Sun is the shy one of the two of you. Embarrassed, Boom jumped back.
Oh, how dare you call me shy?
Well, what do you want from me then? The robot chuckled evilly. 5 minutes later, you took the first step onto the metal stairs that led to the maintenance tunnel exit for the Superstar Daycare. Well, are you coming or not? You asked. The robot had been strangely quiet, as an idea had been brewing inside his head.
No,
he said. What?
I have decided to remain here so that the sun will never rise again. This is your fault.
Yeah, you know what? This is not happening. Angrily, the robot grabbed your shoulders, pushing you against the wall.
And what are you going to do about that?
You smirked through half-lidded eyes at him. Seems like you're still unable to hurt me.
What do you mean that didn't hurt you? I really tried.
You smiled, and he growled. His programming was preventing him from punching the smug out of your face.
Going through my options here.
You raised an eyebrow curiously.
There's something. Red code. I need a phrase to access it.
Your curiosity was awoken. Really? Really? Oh, that's a sudden tonal shift.
I'm curious. That's all. Don't make fun of me. It says a word. I'm unable to read it. Just 3 letters.
Access any logs for that piece of code and tell me the password hint. The robot blinked and in Kevin's voice said,
Found this leftover code. Definitely was some bootleg stuff. Hastily written by my predecessor. If I had known she was doing this, I would have taken her more serious as a programmer. I locked this away pretty deep, but you gotta annoy this one really bad for him to even notice he has this. Hope you know me well, because the code to access it is my marriage date. Also, be a girl and be 18. And I'm not being responsible for whatever follows.
End of lock.
You deadpanned.
I can feel your curiosity, guard. So, do you know your friend's marriage date?
Sighing, you muttered the day Kevin and his wife got married. You and everyone working at the Plex had been invited, though only you, Brian, and the big Russian guy who worked as a shift guard actually bothered to show up. Moon then blinked as he began to vibrate.
Oh. Yes, now that I understand, this is a very peculiar word, and I don't think we should do this, guard.
What are you talking about?
It would be a nice revenge, though, for putting me into this. Tell you what, how curious are you? Do you really want me to do whatever this is saying?
You smirked. Sure. Whatever. Be my guest. Almost immediately his hand cupped your chest. You gasped as he quickly overpowered you, burying you beneath him. Moon was on top of you, kneading your flesh like it was Play-Doh. You blushed hard, your heart racing as you moaned in pleasure and pain.
For your own safety, I am supposed to tell you pineapple pizza is the safe word. What is pineapple pizza?
He looked into the robot's eyes challengingly, with a smirk. I don't know. Just keep going. I want to see where this goes. Hey, thank you for watching my video until the end. If you're new here, I hope you stick around and watch a few more. But before I say goodbye, I'd like to remind you to like the video and subscribe. I also have a Ko-fi and Patreon if you want to support me financially. And I also have a community Discord server. All links are down in the description. Hope you have a good day. Until next time.